Dexy, I know you're gonna kill this shit.
Yo, people, you telling me back again for another one? Footy talk. Don's got a lot of explaining to do, blood. His team got put in a fucking burrito, blood. What you telling me, fam?
I can't overly complain too much right now. You know what I'm saying? I had a good weekend and that. CB on that Saturday night. You feel me? Good, man. Good, bruv.
I hear that, bro. Listen, the floor is yours, blood. Do you know what I mean? Flamengo, you man got smoked, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? You man got smoked, blood, by your old Regista, you know. My man was just walking through your team, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? It was flipping, it was light work. You man got smoked, blood. I can't even lie, yeah.
Listen, it was a bad day in the office, man. I think people were doing a little bit.
Man said a bad day, you know, brother. That felt like a whole week, blood. Yeah, oi, what? The signal's not signaling. Hey, nah, we're not doing this. You're not getting away, bro.
Let me close this. Should be back. I should be back now. Am I back?
1 second. Yeah, well, yeah, I can hear you now.
That's better. I can hear you. It's just a
man
little bit delayed.
Man said it was a bad day, blood. That shit felt like a week, blood. That was the slowest game, blood. That beat down, that 90 minutes felt like 7 days, blood. Word to Craig David. You man got smoked, blood. Oh my days.
Do you know what it is though, Rants? Yeah, bro. From the moment I saw the lineup, I knew that there was a game, bro. You know what I'm saying? Every time I see Reese and Gusto in the same, I know we're up for some fuckery, right? Because when you see Reese and Gusto in the same lineup, a position, it's gonna be.
So what you say? So you finally admitting that your manager, has got some explaining to do.
Oh, bro, what do you mean finally admitting? I cooked his ass the other.
Nah, bro, you've been defending Maresca, bro.
Broski, I've been defending him when I need to. When I need to, bro. There was a long period of the season where I was cooking this guy's tactical decisions, bro. Some of the lineups, you know what I mean? Like, I was cooking this guy, bro. His mentality, what he was coming at, saying when I said, where he was talking about, we're not ready to compete. We're not ready to compete. I didn't like that, bro. So I've crashed it on him now. And once again, the other day, I crashed it on him again, bro. Yeah? Because like I was saying, Reese in the same lineup, Rants, yeah? It means either Gusto's going to be left back or Reese is going to be. Gusto's going to be in midfield or Reese is going to be in midfield, bro. Yeah? Someone is playing out of saying, right? And in that first half, it was a fair game. I'll be real. It was pink. Both teams were pressing each other.
Game, blood. You got
it was a fair game in the first half.
From the first bell,
Flamengo
man was getting pressured from the first bell, blood. I swear down. They ran off their stool and started thumping you, man, in your face, and you had nothing to respond, blood.
The first 10 minutes,
one-way traffic, blood.
Nah. The minutes of the game, they were the better team slyly, right? But we grew into the game in it. Like, we were both pressing each other off the ball. We're both trying to win the ball back high. We both had fucking chance. And we scored the first goal, right? It's the second half.
Run and play, I hear it. Against the run and play, he scored. I hear it.
Wait, hold on, Rants. Let me come back, bro, because this connection is moving crazy. Man. Fuck.
Right, fam.
Give me a sec, bro.
Against the run and play, you know, brother, they scored the first goal. Man are trying to use the first goal here as some sort of they're trying to use the first goal here as some sort of like gauge as to how the game was going. Nah, bro, these men were getting sourced, blood, from the first whistle, blood. I ain't trying to hear nothing. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, them man scored a goal against the runner play, and then they continue to get smoked, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know what man are talking about, because at one point I seen the stats said like 15 attempts, 8 on target for them, man, yeah, and like only like 6 attempts for Chelsea or something. Bro, they have no shots, bro. They wasn't doing nothing, bro. These men were getting fists up. I ain't trying to hear nothing, bro. That is one of the most one-sided games I've ever seen, bro. I'll be real, like super one-sided, especially for a team that's supposed to be one of the top teams in the tournament, bro. Them man got smoked, bruv. I can't lie. So all of this fair game, first half, we scored the first goal. This is bollocks, mate. It wasn't a close match. If that game was 4-0 or 5-0, yeah, like nobody could have had any complaints, bro, because it was that one-sided. It was a 5-0 one-sided game. It was. So the scoreline, if anything, flattered Chelsea because they were getting their head cracked, blood. I'm telling you, blood. Yo, my brother. Not even. Key. Yo. Why is it jumping in and out, bruv?
Bro, I don't.
No, it's
so calm today, even on midday live.
See, now it seems calm, but bro, we'll see.
You know what? Let me get my iPad. Bro. Let me get my iPad.
Do that, blood. Do that. We are not letting Don get away with this. I don't care if he needs to stream from a fucking tomato, mate. You know what I'm saying? He needs to answer. He needs to answer for his sins, blood. So if man needs to go in the fridge and get a tomato, Get a tomato, my brother, because yo, we need to talk about what I saw the other night, mate. Oh, they got smoked. Oh my days. I can't even lie, yeah. Brother, I was walking around my yard just whistling, bro. I was in such a good mood. You know what it was after them man got smoked, bro. I swear. Bro, I ain't had such a good evening, bro. Man, I was just smiling, you know, for no reason. Like the way that man got smoked, because this Don brother ain't got no humility, you know. Like no humility. Man's talking about his team like they're really on stuff. Certain man are talking about trying to challenge for the title. Do you know what I'm saying? All of this bollocks. Bro, listen, they're meaty, bruv. You know what I mean? I'll be real, yeah. Outside of Arsenal, Man City, and Liverpool, yeah, that fourth spot is anyone's. It ain't a foregone conclusion that Chelsea are finishing in the top 4 next season. And considering how much money they spent, yeah, it shouldn't be that. It shouldn't be that. After spending the amount of money Chelsea have spent, yeah, and the fact that they think that they're good enough that they could let go of Jaden and bring in flipping Bino Gittens, yeah, or one of them dead ballers. The fact that they think that they're good enough to be doing all that, I can't lie, bro. They should be challenging for the league next season. Like, what do they do in the Champions League? The way that Enzo Maresca's picking these teams, blood. If he fucks around and does that in the Champions League, they're gonna get sacrificed. They're gonna get sacrificed, bro. I can't even lie, bro. So we need some accountability because I feel like he thinks that Chelsea are further along in their rebuild here than they actually are. Now, fair enough, the money's been spent, but when I'm looking at this Chelsea squad, every part of the pitch here, there's question marks. Do you know what I mean? The midfield is the only thing that slyly, like, is serious. You get me? But even then, they bought Dewsbury Hall for absolutely no reason. So, yo, my brother.
That should be better. I restarted the thing in it. My man's got an iPad here for standby. I've got it here on standby, yeah?
Right,
but cool. I heard what you were just saying just now. Let me finish cooking this guy. Yeah? Because like I said, first
about your manager, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, them talk about the team and the manager. Do you get it?
Let's go.
Because the thing that I've got a problem with, yeah, is starting Reece in the midfield. Yeah. Maresca loves to talk about how, you know, he watches all these games back. Oh, we played this team. I watched their games back. Bro, if you watch Flamengo's game back, you would know that they like to press and they are very, very aggressive, Rants, right? That's what I always say to you. When people like to go on about Estevar's physicality and that, I'm like, brother, this guy's coming from Brazil, yeah? He's going to be playing in an even more physical league. So in terms of coming to the Prem, it should be quite easy for him to transition because he's used to playing with physical players. You feel me? And you saw that against Flamengo, bro. So if you know the team's going to press you like that, right? Why would you play Reece? A heavy guy, bro. Yeah? Reece is a heavy guy. He is not a midfielder. You've got Lavia available to you. You've got Santos available to you, right? Actual natural midfielders that are going to get on the ball and get out of the press quickly and give the ball to Enzo Fernandez so he can create for Delap, yeah? I don't know if you saw in the first few minutes of the game, right? The way Enzo was trying to find Delap, bro. He played him 2 nice passes, yeah? Delap gets onto it. It brings other people into play. That's what the plan should have been, yeah? But when you're playing Reece there, there's a moment where Cole even gave the ball to him, punched the ball to him nicely. Bro, the guy just, the ball just bounced off of him and it went off the pitch. You know what I'm saying? The ball went off the pitch, bro. Remember that game back in the day when you didn't have internet, bro? What's that game called? Pinball, bro.
Yeah.
The pin the tin.
I don't think I didn't see that little Enzo prop you tried to slide in there after he was shit, bro. You know?
Bro, Enzo wasn't really getting, bro. Enzo wasn't really getting
rubbish. I know you tried to squeeze that in there, a couple decent passes, but he overhit some passes.
In the first half, he did. The second half, everyone capitulated. I'm not arguing that, right? But in the first half, I even tweeted it saying, bro, I can see Enzo getting the ball, and the first thing Delap's doing was trying to run in behind, and he's trying to find those passes in behind, right? But the midfield itself was imbalanced. Maresca himself has come out and said, bro, I made a mistake in it, like pretty much. Like they asked him, they stuck it on him to say, yo, why did you play Reece in midfield when you've got other players there who are actually midfielders? Yeah. And he said, oh, well, you know, we're experimenting for next season. We'll try the little thing. It didn't work, right?
No, I understand why you tried it because it gives you some fluidity when you're defending. Do you know what I mean? Because you can morph into a 5 at the back. Like I understand why he's done it, innit? But
no, but the thing is, bro, listen.
Bro's nasty with it though.
There's no reason. I'm sorry, bro. There's no reason to be playing Reece in that position, right? Some would argue, maybe Reece would understand the system a lot more. But bro, Santos and Lavia understand playing in midfield a lot more than Reece, right? Reece might have played there before, like for Wigan and whatnot, and even in the academy. But bro, when you're playing against these guys that are going to press you like this, the levels are different, yeah? You need to be thinking of what you're doing before you even get the ball. And that's what I've told you from day one about Reece in midfield. He thinks on his feet whilst he's got the ball, right? You want a midfielder that's going to be, they visualize things. You know, like midfielders, they paint pictures in their head. That's why you call them artists, right? They paint pictures in their head. Lavia paints pictures in his head. He'll look at a position there. He'll look at a space. He'll be like, all right, cool. When I get the ball, man's going to just play it over there. Reece in midfield doesn't really think like that, bro, because he just hasn't really got the mobility. You know what I'm saying? The position's different. The way you're looking at the pitch, the angles are different. You know what I mean? So that was a wrong decision, right? But then you've got the likes of Palmer. Palmer played right wing this game. A position where people like you say Palmer's better. He was absolutely shocking in this game, bro. Yeah? Absolutely shocking. Getting shocked off the ball. When he's getting it, he's not doing anything with it. Bro, like, he was just bad, innit? You know what I mean? And I'm not going to say, it's because Palmer can't play on the right, because I think he's versatile enough to play on the right. But in this game,
it was nothing to do with his position, bro. He just had an awful game, bro. Like, and also,
awful game.
The majority of the attacks weren't going down the right-hand side anyway. I don't know where your attacks were going, because I don't think they were going.
Bro, it was what it is. Yeah, Maresca tried something a little bit different, and it was the thing is, in the first half, I actually wasn't like losing my head because I was looking at the game and I was like, even in the group chat, I was all talking, saying, bro, like, the game's been pretty fair. Right? Jimmy was even at the game as well. He's like, bro, the game was pretty fair in the first half. It's the second half where, if you go look at the goals, for example, Rants, yeah, Gusto, I don't know what's happened to this guy, bro. Yeah, I do not know what's happened to Gusto, because the defending for 2 of those goals is just some amateur stuff. And it's not the first time that I've seen man struggle to defend the back post, right? Look at the first goal that we conceded. This goes back to Gusto first, but I'm also going to blame Maresca, because if you had played Reece at right back, those goals aren't happening, because Reece is a better defender than Gusto. Reece has better awareness than Gusto, right?
Yeah.
First goal that they scored, the ball goes over his head. Yeah, he's got no awareness of what's going on around him. The guy that he was marking, Chalobah, was basically marking him. So now you've got 2 players marking 1 player, right? There's a guy behind you in your blind spot. You know, you're driving, Rants, you got to check your blind spot. And it's the same thing as football, bro. Yeah. When you're playing in that position, you check what's around you. So when you know if the ball's about to go over your head, you give yourself enough time to back off like this, and you flip the ball backwards. Yeah. Flip the ball backwards for a corner, or you do something, you win a foul, right? Gusto did none of that. Didn't check his blind spot. He gets run over. They score, blood. Yeah. The second goal as well. Look at the fucking set piece. They scored from a fucking corner. It was so easy for them to score. And one thing about us, like I keep telling you, we have been good defending set pieces, defending corners, bro. We've barely conceded any corners. Do you get what I'm saying? We've barely conceded any corners this season. That was just shocking. Lack of concentration. Yeah. And the third goal, again, everyone just capitulated, bro. You know what I mean? So it was literally like 10, 15 minutes of mayhem. You have Jackson coming on the pitch again. And I honestly have no words, right? I have no words for this guy, because how are you doing that on your birthday, bro? It was my man's birthday and he's about to snap someone's leg off, bro. Yeah. I was telling the man them earlier on Midday Live, Rants. I went downstairs quickly to go take out my washing. I come upstairs, I'm seeing a little red sign next to Chelsea. I said, what's going on here? Who's been sent off like that? Yeah. So now obviously I'm like, I'm not even checking my phone. I'm trying to see on the pitch, trying to work out who got sent off. I'm seeing Palmer up top. I said, oh, the delinquent is back again, bro. Yeah. The delinquent is back again, bro. Yeah. 2 red cards in 4 games, bro. Yeah. 2 red cards in 4 games, bro. What sort of behavior is this? What sort of behavior is this? You know what I mean?
Well, you think he's trying to force his way out the club, bruv?
Bro, I'm telling you, bro, when you play with man them like this, Rants, that are always getting in trouble. You know, you've always got that teammate that every single fucking game week, they want to fight against the other team, bro. And you're like, brother, we're just here to play football. Yeah. Jackson is like that. He's a petulant guy. Yeah. And he's pissing me off right now. He's in my bad books right now because we were scraping top 4 because the amount of fucking chances he kept missing, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's one of the major reasons why we fucking started scraping it in the end. You know what I mean? It's not good, bro, because now you're missing games. Maresca's already said, I might even try a thing where I'm playing Delap and Jackson together to see how they can work, right? That's only going to benefit you. But now you're not going to see it, bro. You're barely going to see it because when he's back, right? I think he's suspended for 2 games. When he's back, it's going to be further on in the competition. Maresca might think, hey, yo, listen, I experimented before. I'm never going to try and do that right now. Let me just stick to what I know for now, innit? You get me? Yeah? And then when we come back, I think we've only got 2 games before the season even starts. You get it? So you're actually missing out on an opportunity for the manager to try you with the guy that's going to be ahead of you, bro. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's not good, bro. It's honestly not good. This might just make the club look at it and think, bro, let's go accelerate on Ekitike because we spoke to man before. We spoke to him about the Newcastle red card. He's still not learning his lesson. Yeah. He came out after the game, some long ass apology. I didn't read that shit, man. When I saw that writing, I just kept scrolling, bro. You know what I mean? Them man there that say sorry. The next week they're back again doing the same thing, bro. What does that mean to me, right? Prove to me that you're sorry in your actions. You get it? Prove to me that you're sorry in your actions, bro. Yeah, it could be killed here. Stupid mistake, Jackson. Yeah, that's probably what he said. That's probably what
I don't even think it was a mistake. It was just poor decision making. You can't really call something like that a mistake because he meant to make the challenge.
It was so poor. And the thing is, in that position, like the guy's not going anywhere, bro. The guy's not going anywhere, bro. Like, have some fucking awareness of what's around you, bro. Right? People like to cook Mudrik's IQ. This guy's IQ stinks as well. Jackson's IQ is so bad, bro. Yeah, he would be bottom set maths in school, blood. Do you know what I mean? He would need the teacher next to him. That's what it's looking like right now, bro. Yeah, none of you that need the teacher next to him and that. He probably needs Maresca on the pitch with him to just help him, bro. What the fuck, bro? You know what I'm saying? Jackson's not in my good books. I'm showing you, bro. Jackson has not been in my good books since December because I was seeing this guy absolutely stealing Mark Gill's minutes, and he just kept missing. Yeah, and to make it even worse, he wanted to come back looking like Jeff Hardy with that Mohican, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, looking like one black Jeff Hardy. Why did you get Mohican like that, bro? Who gets a Mohican in 2025? Who? You know what I'm saying? It don't make sense. I liked that fucking haircut he got before where he just went level 1. You go level 1 when you've been misbehaving. If you're in an African household, you know about level 1. You go level 1 or they'll even go 0.5 if you've been misbehaving. That's what he needs to do. Yeah. It's now time to cut your hair like LB, blood. Yeah. Fuck all this Mohican shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Fuck all this Mohican shit, bro. It's not helping you because you've been moving like a delinquent ever since you got that Mohican again. Yeah. That Mohican shit, blood. You know what I'm saying? Knowing Jackson, you'll probably still go get a border. Remember them borders used to get back in the day with a night tick on the back? This guy's stuck in 010. He's stuck in 010, bro. You know what I'm saying? He probably still shops at Blue Ink. You know what I mean? That's how he plays. Yeah. Jackson plays like he shops in Blue Ink, bro. That's the best way to describe it.
The boot cut jeans and that. Nah, this is crazy.
You know what I mean? He's pissing me off, bro. Honestly, he's getting on my tits. He's getting on my absolute tits, blood. You know what I mean? I'm tired of it, bro. Yeah. And that's why I keep telling you, man, I do not trust this guy. I don't.
Hey, brother, I swear.
It ain't even a thing. It ain't even a thing, yeah. I told you before. It's not Delap's quality. It's this culprit. It's Jackson who I'm scared of, yeah? Because if we go into Champions League with this guy, imagine how Rants, yeah? Semi-final, quarter-final, Champions League. He gets himself sent off. What then?
Oh, it could happen.
What then? You know what I mean? What then? Who are we gonna be looking at then to help us? You know what I'm saying? No, this guy's getting me mad.
Who's your second attacking option? Because I thought you was getting another striker.
Bro,
that's gone quiet now as well, isn't it?
A few reports were coming out saying how we're still looking at a striker. I think we're personally still looking at a striker. You know, there's been a few mentions now about Jackson's price. Apparently you're looking at what? I think it's like between 45 and like 60. I'll probably say like that's the sort of range that they're saying right now. Obviously, reports came out after apparently clubs are looking at Juve is looking at him apparently, but it's very easy to just add any team next to his name now.
They don't score goals. They're not paying like 60 mil
for
a striker that don't score, bro. And they got Colomwani. So
yeah, you're probably looking at like 45. You're probably looking at like 45, 50 million for the guy. You know what I'm saying? But he honestly needs to fix up, bro. If the club goes sign a new striker right now, I don't blame them one bit because I don't trust this man, bro. This is not the type of guy that I'm trying to go to war with because he's gonna leave you behind, bro. He's gonna leave you behind, bruv. Yeah. What's that film? What's that film called, bruv? Boys in the Hood. You know when my man's not trying to ride out, bro, at the end. He left the man there by the end. That's Jackson, bro. You know what I'm saying? You'll be like, no, let me out of the car. Let me out of the car, bro. That's him.
Now, that's crazy. What, you man are linked to Kolomani?
We're linked to Mawani, yes.
Oh my days.
We're linked to Mawani, but bro,
man are gonna swap.
It's easy to link these guys bro. Right now. It's easy to link these guys to us right now, bro. Yeah, all these things. Like I said, that's what I'm happy I took a little break, Rants. On Saturday, I barely even checked Twitter. Yeah, because that's another thing I want to talk about. It was a meltdown the other day, bro. I'm even hearing you now talking about, oh, top 4 is up for grabs, man. And I'm like,
it absolutely is up for grabs, bro. You man are not guaranteed.
You can believe that. You can believe that. You can believe that. You can believe that.
The way you are playing,
bro. Now I'm now acting as if we're in a fucking crisis. This is our second loss in 11 games, right? The rest of them were wins. Yeah. What do you mean? So you man are trying to do too much. It was a bad game.
Brother, didn't you go on a run of like 9 games without a win, blood?
Broski, how long ago was that? Our recent form has been very good. How long ago
it was? The fact that you're talking about recent form, yeah, but bro, you man are not consistent, bro. You're going on that you've been performing like this, yeah.
I never said we're consistent.
You have not, bro. So what I'm saying is,
hold on. Why are you still talking about something from months ago,
bro? How I prefaced this whole thing was, yeah, the only consistent teams in the league, yeah, are Man City, Liverpool, and Arsenal. So outside of that,
Arsenal are consistent.
Bruv, they're consistent in terms of, bruv, what do you mean? They finished what? Second 3 seasons in a row. That's consistent.
Yeah, okay, but if you're gonna call them consistent, you have to call us consistent right now then. Because we finished 5 points behind them.
So what?
What do you mean, so what? Bro, go check our form. Our worst form was during that period that you said. But at the start of the season, we picked up some of the most points. Towards the end of the season, we picked up some of the most points, right? And on top of that, bro, look at the fucking games, the teams that we had. Look at the teams that we had to fucking play, right? People can criticize this game in isolation. I can criticize this game in isolation. I can be annoyed in isolation. But I'm not gonna now. Hold on.
It's not the result. It's the manner in which you man got touched up against your will, blood. It was crazy.
I agree. It's the manner. It's been a minute since Chelsea have lost like that, bro. Right? It's been a minute, bro. My ops were outside the other day. I had guys message me that I haven't spoken to since the end of the season. Yeah, because we've actually been winning games. So when man at me, I'm like, bro, you man, take time. It's been a while. I know you lot have been starving and that. Relax. Yeah, I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed with many things that happened the other day. I'm annoyed with Gusto's performance. I'm annoyed with Palmer's performance. I'm annoyed with Maresca's decision to play Reece. I'm annoyed with Jackson. There's bare things I'm annoyed about. But bro, we've got another game now on Wednesday. We can still qualify. It's annoying that we're not going to finish top of the group anymore because the games would have been easier. But brother, let's use this as preparation for Champions League. Yeah, because we might be playing Bayern Munich in the round of 16. Bring fucking Bayern Munich, bro. You know what I'm saying? Bring them because my team's not like troops. Yeah, losing 10-2 in aggregate and these things. You know what I'm saying? My club goes over them sides there and leaves the Champions League. You know what I'm saying?
I hear it, but brother, you got to understand. Look at this. When I talk about consistency, yeah, 4th, 6th, and 12th. Those are your last 3 seasons in reverse, bro.
Bro, you know listen, if you're gonna talk about all these seasons and that recently, cool. That's fair. I'm talking about this season.
No, bro, think about it. I said Arsenal have finished second the last 3 seasons. That's consistent.
Yep.
If you go backwards, 4, 6, 12, that is not consistent, bro.
I mean, we've consistently improved. We've consistently improved.
Yeah, bro. But that's dead, bruv. Do you know what I mean? So what I'm saying is I don't believe in you. I don't believe in your team, bro. Like, there's no guarantee that you finish 4th or above next season. There's no guarantee. Bro, can you sit here right here? Can you sit here right now, yeah? Based on the transfer dealings that you've done right now and what you could potentially do, because I'll be completely honest, all the players you've been linked with are meaty. So I'm not worried. But I hope you get all of them. You know them ones. I hope you get all of them. I hope you get Gittins. I hope you get fucking Garnacho as well. Bruv, I hope you get all these meaty guys that you're getting linked with, bruv. You know what I mean? I hope you get all of them. I hope you get all of them. Do you know what I mean? You lot can have a fucking... You man can have... You be doing up Professor X with all the mutants, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what you'll be doing.
Listen, bro. There's gaps to plug in it, and the window's open right now. My club is full of surprises. You know what I mean? My club is full of surprises. Yeah, so we don't know what's around the corner. We're still trying to get Gittins right now. Cool, right? We've actually got a striker. You know what I'm saying? Last season, I've already showed you how many chances.
Gittins can't even play for his team, bro.
Say that again.
Gittins can't even play for his team, bro. You're cleaning other people's plates, blood. Like, oh, you're gonna eat that, bro. Why the hell do you want a player that don't start for his club?
We don't. What, the manager don't fancy him right now?
This bro don't play, blood. He's a meaty.
Hey,
you're eating next man's crusts on their pizza and that, bro. It's like, allow it, bro.
Hey, listen, he fits the sort of profile Maresca wants. I hope he's not the only left winger we signed, because we've lost Mudryk, we've lost Sancho. But in terms of bringing him as a squad player, I don't mind him as a squad player. I just don't want him to be starting week in, week out. Yeah, that's the problem that I've got. You know what I mean?
If Gittins comes in, he starts, bro.
Bro, right now he does, yeah. Because we ain't got no left wingers apart from George. We've got no left wingers apart from George. People have this thing that Chelsea have bare wingers. Bro, we've got one left winger in the squad right now. Tyreek George. That's it. Yeah? That's it.
Not him, bro.
Know what I mean?
He is pure profit. That's what he is, bro. He shouldn't even have a name. Just pure profit.
Every time you hear this guy's name, yeah, you just get itchy. Why do you get so itchy when you hear his name, bro?
Pure profit. This is what he is, bro. He is pure profit, bruv. And let me tell you something as well, bro. We need to talk about your guy Noni as well, because that performance is one of the worst performances I have seen, yeah, in my entire life from an individual player, yeah, that claims to be a professional, bro. I don't know what's professional about this, brother.
What,
yeah,
against
brother?
LA? Against LA?
Brother. Hey, listen.
Listen,
Against some fucking tattoo artists and pool cleaners, blood. Man's not even playing against full-time ballers, and he's doing that.
I'm telling you, bro, Rants. You see the stadium, it was empty, bro. So all the honeys weren't there yet. You know what I mean?
We need to talk about why you man can't fill arenas, bro.
Bro, everyone's at work. Do you get it? Everyone's at work, bro. I've spoken to my
American owners. A man are not coming outside for you. It's crazy,
bro. ATL is different, bro. ATL Philly and that. These are showing me that it's different. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but I'm telling you, but all them Instagram baddies were not outside to play yet. That's why Madueke was moving like that, bro. Because that performance was disgusting, blood. Yeah, it was disgusting, right? Stop this left wing Madueke thing right now, because it was a facade. I've seen enough of it on that side. It doesn't work. Yeah, it's not it. It is not it, bro. Stick him to the right, and we keep it like that. Yeah. Well, what do you think about the links anyway? Him going to Arsenal and that. Yeah. Do you think that'll be a good signing for them, right? I think it would be a good backup for Saka, personally.
Yeah, but I'll be honest, yeah. I don't think Arsenal need to buy backup for Saka before they buy a right winger. Like a starting right winger.
Left winger.
Yeah, left winger, sorry. A right-footed winger. Like a starting left winger is way more important than a backup for Saka, bro. They've gone with backup for Saka without backup for Saka for all these years, and now you want to go get it when you need a left winger. Don't take the piss. If they're starting next season with Martinelli on the left wing again, bro, you just can't take that shit seriously, bro. Martinelli's had more than enough time here to turn into a player. He's not going to, bro.
We know what he is, though. You know what's even so funny? I saw one Arsenal account tweeting about if Liverpool can get 35 million for Kwanzaa, yeah, we can get 80 million for Martinelli. And I'm like, brother, I don't know what dealer you go to, but you need to tell him to just lock off that line, bro, because it's not adding up. 80 million for Martinelli, bro. You're crazy. Yeah. If I'm a team right now, I'll slap them a quick 50 and even 60 million just to be friendly. I'll say, okay, cool, I'll give you the extra 10 just in case he meets that potential. But I ain't paying over 50 million for that guy, really and truly. Yeah. 80 million for Martinelli. No way. No way, bro. You know what I'm saying?
He's awful.
But they're in a similar predicament to us, bro. We're shopping in the same place.
But Martinelli's very similar to the left winger that you're trying to sell. That you're trying to sign, man, like Gittins, blood. You know what I mean? Direct runners, bro. This is what you like. Those are your kind of wingers. Why don't you look sign him?
Bro, listen. I like technical players first. That's number one, right? But in terms of wingers, I appreciate and I do like wingers that are direct because you need them. There's too many wingers. There's too many wingers that like to cut in. I don't like that, bro. I like wingers that like to take it on the outside. But Martinelli, listen, that guy's not Brazilian. That's what I'm gonna say about him, innit? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro, listen, I personally for me, I think it would be a good backup for Saka, innit? You know what I mean? You bring him in, you know, off the bench against tired legs and that. You start.
You're not spending 50 million on a backup for Saka, bro. Like that's why I don't.
They're looking
I don't
at.
Know why I asked, but I don't know how true that is.
Yeah, well, listen, it came from.
Why would they look at him?
It came from a good source, bro. Matt Law. You know what I mean? It came from Matt Law, bro. Yeah. If they want him, bro, add that rival tax on there because I don't want to sell him to them. They have a problem with Saka right now being the only guy on their right hand side. Yeah. The man them earlier were telling me Ethan can play there, bro. Ethan is a midfielder for me, right? He done a little job on the right and that. He done a little job
but
for a
the
little bit
manager
on the
don't
right.
trust him centrally.
He's gonna have to because he's actually growing. If you look at Ethan now, the guy's not a little youth no more. Like he's actually getting taller. He's getting built. Like you can clearly see he's building his physicality. He needs to be the guy that is competing against Odegaard because that guy is too inconsistent, especially for a captain, right? If you bring Noni off the bench again, like I said, against tired legs, last season, let's say they had someone like a Noni, you play him against the likes of Bolton, you should never be seeing Saka in these sort of games. They're the sort of games that the man can play. Or you start him in the Prem against the lesser opposition that are going to get relegated again. Those sort of games, right? But to be starting him week in, week out, that's where the problem is. That's where you see all these faults consistently. But if you're seeing these faults as a squad player, no one's going to be crashing out the way that Chelsea fans do. Yeah? That's why I was pushing for Olise, bro. I told you, I was at my work, dude, when the Olise news hit, and I had to put down the lobster roll, bro. I had to put it down because I was
Hey, bro, man said put
down the lobster roll.
Hey.
I put down the roll because my phone was going off. Husam was calling me. I was planning. I was thinking, yo, Olise, Palmer, even we're gonna bring Osimhen. Like our attack is completely different. And now I'm thinking, oh my gosh, bro, like who are we gonna go to now? Right? Noni is not a starting right winger at a top 6 club. He is a squad player at best. If he left Chelsea and went to a mid-table team, the Brentfords and that, he starts. But for Chelsea,
yeah,
bro,
but that's his level. This is what, bruv. But this is what I said, bruv. Listen,
I've always told you he's a squad player, though. I've never disagreed.
Yeah.
I've never disagreed, bro. I've always told you he's a squad player.
He's a squad player, yeah. At a mid-table team. I'll be honest, not even at a top team, at a mid-table team.
Nah, he's a starter at mid-table.
He's a wank, bruv. He wouldn't start at Brentford. Obviously, maybe if when Mbumo joins Man United, he'll start. But as it stands, he don't start at Brentford.
It starts at a lot of mid-table teams.
He don't start at West Ham. He's not better than what's his name? Bowen.
Of course not.
Exactly. So where does he start? They'll probably try
a thing on the left. They'll probably try a thing on the left.
Brother, he ain't good on the left, bro. Your manager's doing this thing on the left, yeah, because he's out of ideas, bro. But Noni should never be on the left.
He's out of options. Limited. That's what it is. He's out of options, mate, on that side.
Bro, he's so limited, yeah. Like the left foot is his strong foot, but it's his weak foot at the same time, bro. Like he's got no quality. Do you know what I mean? So it's like you play him on the left wing, but it's not like he's getting down the outside and putting in good crosses. Like he's not doing that. Do you know what I mean? And then when he's on the right, it's not like he's cutting in and scoring because he don't score. Like his left foot is actually useless. Bro.
You know what? So, you know the only bit of improvement I saw from him in terms of the end product last season, yeah, was the crossing, where he just cuts in and just you know that nice left foot cross that Saka likes to do, the back post whip, yeah. Noni did that a couple of times. Even Neto likes to do it as well. Noni, that's the only thing I'd say is really improved.
Yeah, but they're not aiming at players, bro. They're just hitting space.
Nah, bro. He's got a couple assists like that this season, bro. He's got a couple assists like that. I think he's got like 2 or 3 similar to that, yeah. But when you talk about just his finishing this season has been bad. You know what I'm saying? The final ball hasn't been great. Like the way he attacks the box, I haven't really liked it. He's not really attacking the box as much as he was before, yeah. Because even if you go check how many times he's entered the box, it's gone down. You know what I mean? It's gone down, and he's got the license to do it, bro. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. He's kind of stagnated in his development. He's kind of stayed like this. He hasn't gone like that. You know what I mean? He hasn't really improved from the season before last. Who the fuck is Ibrahim Satan? That's Ibrahim in the chat, bro. What type of sauce is Ibrahim?
I don't know. I don't know about this, bro. You know them way there. But Noni's wank, bro. Like man can't dribble either, bro. Like what does he do? What does he do? Because that's your guy, bro.
I told you, bro. He's direct. He's a direct winger,
this guy just dragging his feet, yeah. Like when man's dribbling, yeah, the ball's under his feet. Like he looks like he's raking leaves in the garden and that. You know the way there, man. It looks scratching up the floor, blood, just dragging the thing, bro. It's dead. This guy's
aesthetically, it might look awkward, it might look shit and that, but there's many times where it works for him, bro. There's many times I'm at games, I'm seeing man looking all like he's like, you know what I mean, like he's wearing baggy jeans and that, but then he manages to wiggle his way out or manages to run past someone. It works for him. I used to say this about Sterling all the time. Sterling's another one that you don't like, what Sterling used to do used to work for him, bro. What Sterling used to do.
Sterling, but Sterling's 10 times the player of Noni. At least Sterling's
100%. 100%.
At least Sterling's got a CV, blood. Madwake ain't got no CV, bro. That's why, bro, like, man calls in KSI, he ain't a footballer. You know the man's there. I swear the man's KSI, bro.
He's frustrating. He's frustrating, man. But that's why I'm looking at the club now, and I'm like, these sort of guys, they're meant to be demoted and made into bench players, right? I had a massive thing on Blue Diaries with Jimmy a few weeks ago where he was telling me like, basically we was talking about Rodrigo, and the man they were basically saying, bro, we should be going in for Rodrigo. And he was like, nah, focus on the striker first. We need a striker first. We said, bro, we're not saying don't go buy a striker because that's an urgent requirement. But left wing is also urgent. You could do two things at once. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He was like, oh, nah. I'm calm. I'm content with the left wing options that we've got. I said, Noni, bro. You're content with Noni, bro. You're content with George, bro, as a starting winger. You're lying to yourself. Neto, bro. Come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I've always said we need an upgrade on these guys. You know what I mean? We need an upgrade on these guys, bro. Yeah. The only starting winger that we have, really, arguably, is probably Neto, bruv. Probably Neto. Hey. Neto's probably like the only. He's been playing well. He's been playing well for a minute. I can't lie, man.
Shout out your winger though. Like, do you know what I mean? Doing up top model on that on what with the new kit and that with the Doc Cotton headscarf. That's your guy, you know. Drip.
I don't like that kit as well. You see that kit though? That kit's nice though, isn't it?
It's wavy, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be another kit where you man are outside winning nothing, blood. I hear it. It's gonna be lit.
Nothing then, yeah.
You ain't winning nothing in that kit next season, blood. You see the way you man are playing football, Don? I can't lie, bro.
I've documented this.
Don, listen, next season, bro, you're about to double your subscriber count, bro. You might even triple it, bro, because you're gonna have a stressful season, and we will be there, bro.
What are you gonna do though? Because in your first game, you got to do this first, don't you? You got to
that's fine, innit, bro. Like we're not
doing this. No, let's talk about you now.
No, we'll talk about United, but we're not done talking about
you now. Let's talk
about thing your manager does when he's standing on the side, chewing the inside of his mouth when you're getting tapped in, bro. Getting tucked in. Your manager's
what's been happening to Amrin? What's been happening to
your manager next season, growing his beard out, chewing the inside of his lip, so there's no skin on his lip, bro. This is what's gonna happen.
Hey, Rants, don't you dare try to talk with bare bass. You're talking with bare bass in your voice, as if Amrin, as if nah, bro. Let me land. You're talking like this, bro. Amrin came to the end. Amrin came to Mane with jet black hair. Now he's got fucking grey hair. He's got greys in his hair, bro. You know what I mean? He's stressed out. So what are you gonna do start of the season? Because I've seen your fixtures. And your fixtures are not looking healthy.
Hopefully, if he doesn't do what he's meant to do, we sack him, innit? This is what it is. Like, I don't expect nothing less. I was saying to the boys, like, I'm expecting a very, very good finish from Man United, or I'm expecting a sacking, one or the other. I'm not one of these Man United fans that think that this Man United's got a free hit, bro. If these men don't finish top 5 next season, sack this guy. You know, I'm not.
Let me give the people context, bro. Let me even go bring it up right now, So this is Man United's first 5 games, people. So they've got Arsenal at home. They've got Arsenal at home. Then you've got Fulham away. I don't know what it is about you, man, and Fulham playing them bare early, bro. Like, what's going on? Fulham away. Then you got Burnley at home. Then you got the Manchester Derby away, and then you got us at home. Early doors. Bro, it's been a minute since we played you early, you know. I think the last time we played you early, Rants, was when remember the first game, Frank Lampard, bruv, and you beat us 4-0. And we hit the bar.
I think Jesse, I was at that game. I think Jesse Lingard bagged and Dan James, isn't it?
Dan James bagged. I remember that game.
I was at that game. That was first game of the season. I was there, bro. I was in a box at OT. I remember that game, bro.
Yeah. We hit the post. We hit the bar like 3-4 times, bro. Tammy, that game was not a 4-0 game. You man were just bare clinical.
Still.
Yeah. But we saying about those games there, man. Like, obviously, it's hard to predict because you don't know what team you're going to be going in with. But like,
I don't care.
How you feeling?
I don't care what team they're going in with because they've got the whole summer to figure it out. Don, I'm not one of these guys that are going to be making excuses, bro. You got the whole summer. So if we start the season, and the team's not good enough to get at least 3 wins out of the first 5 games, then somebody's gonna have to pay, bro. If it's the manager, then so fucking be it. I don't care. That's the way I see it, bro. Like, I'm not here for this bullshit, bro. People making excuses, talking about transfer windows and pre-seasons and that. I don't care. We've got the fixtures. How are you going to deal with them now? You're meant to be a top manager. So Top managers are the guys that get results people don't expect them to get. So even though on paper it's a difficult running, yeah, do something. Do something. Because when we looked at Chelsea as well at the end of last season, we looked at your running and we were like, yo, you got probably the most difficult running, but you got the points.
Yep.
You got them. So bro, get the fucking points, Ruben. I don't really care. No, I don't care. There's no excuse. You know what I mean? You said last season you didn't have a preseason, now you got one. Get the fucking points, mate.
So let's say he loses, I don't know, the first 2 games. You lose against Arsenal at home.
Brother,
personally, I don't see you lot losing that game. Like,
if he doesn't win, he doesn't win 2 games in a row, yeah, out of the first 5, he can fuck off, mate, because he hasn't won 2 games back to back yet.
So he has to beat Arsenal and he has to beat Fulham, is what you're saying, basically.
But I'm not saying he has to beat Arsenal. He can draw against Arsenal. That's fine.
You said the first 5 games. He has to
within the first 5 games. We've got Burnley and Fulham in there, don't we? And then
Burnley, Fulham, yeah. And then you've got 2 tough games after that. You got the Manchester derby, then you got us. Yeah.
So if we draw with Arsenal, we need to win the next 2, 100%. Do you know what I'm saying? 100% we have to, bro. As far as I'm concerned, out of 15 points, yeah, I need 10, blood. Out of 15 possible, I need at least 10, bro.
Yeah, man. If you can't afford to have a slow start, bro. You cannot afford to have a slow start, man, because boy, this is basically a continuation from last season. You know what I mean? Guys like you ain't forgotten. You ain't forgotten what's happened, bro. Ain't no clean slate, right? Ain't no clean slate, and especially now where man's got the preseason.
1 second, keep going.
Go on, bro. Especially now where United have a preseason as well, bro. Amrim's got to come in here straight away and get shit done, bro. You know what I mean? Let me know who else you lot think United are gonna buy, man. You know what I'm saying? Because right now the Mbeumo news has gone quiet. I don't know what's going on over there. Jerry, let us know. Jerry, let us know, bro. We lot got going on with Mbeumo right now. Yeah. You get me? Yeah. People keep smashing up the lights, man. I say TV license strikes again. It's dark at Old Trafford. Bro, the Garnacho picture. That's what I want to ask Rants next. I'm actually going to ask this guy about the Garnacho picture, bro. That is an actual howler. And that's why I keep saying Chelsea are not going to go anywhere near this guy, bro. We are not going to go anywhere near this guy. We didn't want this guy in January because of his attitude, right? End of the season, it comes out that Amrim told him you can go. And then now he's wearing Rashford's top, posting it online. Like, we know what you're doing, bro. Yeah, there's no way Chelsea going back in for this guy. If we do, we're a disgrace. We're a disgrace. Mbeumo deal's done. We're waiting for the new financial year to start, then we wrap it up. Where'd you see that? No, don't worry. I'm gonna get his thoughts on Nkuku because those links have come back up again. I know what Rants thinks about Nkuku, but listen, for me, that guy is not a specialist in anything, man. I don't really think he would suit their system like that. I'll be real. I don't think it'd really suit their system like that, man. But ideally, I want to get Nkuku out of the Prem. I want to get him out of England, man, because every time we seem to sell United players or Arsenal players, they're players that we just don't need and we can laugh at. Like, look at Mason Mount. You know, you're looking at Havertz and these guys. We don't care about these guys. Nkuku, you can argue we don't care about him, but I don't want these guys to get the best of him. That's my worry. Because if he starts to bag goals, he's serious. He's a serious problem, bro. You know what I mean? So I'd rather he leaves the league. Man. We need a goalkeeper, Emi Martinez. Bro, what do you not think about Martinez, man? What do you not think about Martinez? I think he's a bit overrated. He makes quite a lot of errors, man. He makes mistakes as well. That's the thing about him. You know what I mean? He's a loud guy, he's a character, he's a leader and that. And I don't even like this thing about keepers being captains, bro, because I want my captain to be the voice on the pitch. How the fuck is your keeper going to be the captain or the voice on the pitch if they're at the back?
He still can be. You know, I mean, he still can be. You know what I mean? What's the difference between having a keeper or a centre back as the captain? It's the same thing, bro.
Nah, man. Nah, listen, for me, nah, man. It's not my thing, man. Not for me, man. Goalkeepers being captains and that, it's a bit woke for me, blood. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather my captain be on the pitch, bro. You know what I mean? So they can actually fucking shout instructions to the other end of the pitch. Do you know what I'm saying?
No, I don't like strikers being captain. You know what I mean? Like, so it's the same thing.
I like midfielders. I like my centre midfielder, or even centre backs. That's who I like being captain, man. You know what I mean? Strikers, nah, I don't like it. I don't like it, bro. We're talking about The Nkuku links. We saying about the Nkuku links because they're back again,
that's
man.
fake, man. You know them ones. I'm not worried about them Nkuku links, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
So you wouldn't
Not
take
really
him out.
worried
You're still in the same.
Nah, bro, I wouldn't, bruv. That's not happening, bro. Like, if you look at Man United signings, yeah, Jason Wilcox is targeting players that have done well in this league, innit? And this is how Man United we built the Man United that we know, yeah, in recent times of signing players that are doing well in the Premier League from other clubs.
Yeah.
And
I remember when
he's
you
not doing well.
So Valencia and them man there.
Everyone, bro. Do you know what I mean? You want to go back as far as fucking Cantona in the early 90s, yeah, all the way through to the Carricks and the Sheringham's and all of these guys and the Coles and the Yorks and all of them, bro. This is what we do. That Nkuku makes 0 sense, bro, because he's not playing well at Chelsea. He's already flopped in the Premier League. So why would you sign a Premier League flop? It makes no difference. And Chelsea will want a decent amount of money for him as well. So it's not like he's cheap either. Like the Nkuku thing is fake, blood. Like there's nothing in that, bro. There's nothing in that at all. That's a load of bollocks, bro. We ain't giving Chelsea no more money. So their man can, you know what I mean, go away, mate. Go away with that foolishness, bro. We don't want that you. So
what do you think about that picture that Garnacho put up?
Bro, bun that idiot, bro. I told these man about Garnacho, bro. Listen, I was Garnacho out before everyone, blood. Like, do you know what I mean? Only, bro, it's cool now to be calling out this guy. I've been telling you he's a scrub. From early, he's a bum. Dead footballer, horrible attitude. You know them ones there, like, this is what it is. Like,
where do you think it ends up? Where do you think it ends up?
I don't care, bro. In the scrap heap. That's where he's gonna end up. He's a shit player, bro. Like there's, bro, he ain't gonna have a career, bro. I'm telling you, he ain't gonna have a career. He don't have the ability and he doesn't have the humility, yeah, to have a decent career, bro. Like it's all downhill from now for this guy, bro. Like he's not going nowhere and doing well, bro. He's a crap footballer, bro. Like this is the reality. He's not good at football. Like there's no way it ends well for him. There's no way. He doesn't have the physicality. It's not even like, yeah, he's a shit footballer, yeah, but he's got physical attributes like what's his name? Omarodian or like a Lukaku or something. He's got no physical attributes. This guy's built like a fucking like spaghetti, bro. Like little skinny, weak youth, blood. He ain't got no feet. He ain't got no physical prowess, nothing. He's a nothing player, bro. He doesn't do anything at any kind of level, bruv, in football. I know football too well. I told you, like, as soon as the bread came through, he's got nothing about him. He does nothing.
Nah, listen. Again, he's another one that's a fucking squad player, bro. He's
rubbish.
Player, yeah,
he's not a squad player at a decent team. At a decent team,
Garnacho's come on.
He don't do shit.
Let's be fair, because Garnacho has come on off your bench in multiple games and actually affected the game and helped you lot play better offensively.
He's
right?
wank.
The problem that you've got with him, very similar to Noni, bro. You see him too much. He should not be starting for a team like United, bro, week in, week out, because he's not.
He shouldn't even be at the club, mate.
No, you can argue he shouldn't be at the club as well. Cool, I hear that. But I promise you, if you had someone there that's a gunman, they're playing week in, week out, a world-class winger or like a top winger, and Garnacho was just coming off the bench and that, you wouldn't really care about him like that. I'll be real.
No, I wouldn't really care about him like that, bro. I still would, bro. He's awful. Bro, I want quality in every aspect of my team because that's what I grew up seeing, bro. You know what I mean? We bought players, brother. We bought players like Chicharito Hernandez for peanuts, yeah. And he had way more quality than Garnacho, bro. Man ain't trying to hear this, bro. Like, no. I mean, bro, when I look at Man United squad, every player that comes on the pitch off the bench here should be good enough here to command the start at some point of the season. I never want to see Garnacho starting here in a Man United shirt. He's fucking rubbish, bro. And the funny thing is, yeah, loads of Man United fans were saying, yo, like, Alanga's shit, yeah, sell him, yeah, but Alanga's better than him. And I said it at the time. Alanga and Pellistri as well were better than Garnacho. And we let them two leave and kept the shittest one, bruv. Because he sells t-shirts, bro. This is what we done.
Bro, Alanga was doing the same shit there at your club as well, bro. Even there, the end product was just dead. Like the quality, the pressure for playing for United was too much for him, bro. Like it happens. You know what I mean? There's certain times I know bare ballers, bro. Like when they're playing with some meaty guys, they look amazing. You know what I'm saying? They're up for it. They go to a team full of ballers, they're shook. All of a sudden, you look at them playing and it's like, bro, the guy don't even look like the same player. The pressure's got too much. The same thing as Garnacho, bro. He needs to drop down.
It's not even a pressure thing with Garnacho because
he doesn't feel that. But
he doesn't feel pressure because he believes he's better than he is. It's not pressure. It's just he's not good enough, bro.
I'm not saying it's pressure. I'm not saying it's pressure for Garnacho. I'm saying for Elanga, the end product when he was at United was not good. It was not good. He was very rash.
Wasn't, but it's still bad. Garnacho's end product ain't no better, bro.
Yeah, of course it's not. Of course it's not.
Well, then, so I'm saying I'm comparing them two. Elanga's better than him in every metric, yeah. And also, even if Elanga I don't rate, yeah.
Elanga looks better now.
At least he's athletic, bro. Garnacho ain't even quick, bruv. Like people try to make it out like he's got pace. He ain't got no pace, bro. At least Elanga's got raw physical attributes. This is what I tell people. In football, you have to be mad technical or mad physical. You can't have neither, bro, and be a top-level footballer. It's crazy. Like, why are we looking at a man that ain't got no exceptional pace and no footwork and saying that he can be a good player because of stats? Watch this guy play. He can't be good, bro. That there's nothing about him that makes him good.
What it is, yeah.
You're slow, yeah. If you're slow or you're not quick, you need to have really good technique, and also you need to have very good reading of the game because you have to be able to make up for the lack of physicality. This Brett, every time I watch this guy play, any fullback plays up against him, man, just get dashed on the floor. Move, man. Like, what are you doing? Like, bruv, he's not on nothing. So when I'm seeing him getting linked with the Chelseas and the Napolis and all these things, I'm thinking these men are fucking, bruv. Is that the state of the market?
That's the state of it, bro. That is the absolute state of it right now, bruv. You know what I mean? That's what you're working with. That's what you're working with, bro. It stinks, Rants. It stinks.
Awful player, yeah, and no fucking humility. That's why I got it in for all of these guys, bro. Him, fucking Noni as well. That Noni thinks that he's some fucking world-class footballer. You can tell by the way man walks, about the way he talks and that. Do you know what I'm saying? Man just wants to do up drip, bro. Man thinks he's a real baller, bro. You can see it. Like, and it's like, no, you're not that, bro. Back to the drawing board, bruv. That's what it is, because these footballers got way too much time on their hands here to be this bad. You're a professional footballer, blood. You're a
That's what I mean. Like, he's another one. He's another one that's just stagnated, bro. Like his
because they're not doing the extras, bro. They think they've already made it because they're making the money. They got the whips. They got the watches. Their man are doing up drip with his headscarf here for Chelsea. Man thinks he's cold, blood. Man's doing up drip like man thinks he's Benzema. Like, bro, you're not Benzema, bro. Like, do you know what Benzema won to be able to be Benzema? These men here are gonna go on holiday and do a cinematic Dubai thing, bro, on jet skis and that, bro. You need to be in the gym.
You know what? They're gonna put the little baby song in the back or the Gunner tune in the back. That's
you need
like
to
that
be
one.
in the gym. Your shit, man. You know them ones there. Like, this is it. I don't want to see no holidays. Your holiday needs to be in the fucking gym.
Bro,
you know what I'm saying?
I can't.
Performance against LAFC.
I can't even defend this guy. Like, everything that you're saying, I agree with it, innit? But end of the day, the reality is when it comes to fucking your squad and the bench players, majority of the time, bro, there's gonna be a drop off in quality. Whether that's the decision making of whether that's
drop off, but the drop off should not be off a fucking cliff, bro.
Yeah, no, 100%. That's the thing though. There's been games where I've told you many times this season, bro, Garnacho came on and actually helps you not change the game. And there's other times where he was shit. That's the thing about him. Sometimes good, sometimes shit, bro. It's the same thing as Noni. Like, you want more consistency, right? Same thing as me. I want more consistency as well. You know what I mean? That's the thing that you've got there, bro. So it's just annoying, innit? It's annoying, bro. Like, I'm just hoping that the next wave of ballers that are coming through are gonna be, you know, ballers, bruv. You know what I'm saying? Because right now, we're starving out there, bro. We're starving. Like Yildiz, I don't know if you saw the goals that Yildiz scored. See the goal they scored, yeah?
Mad thing.
Yeah, he's someone that we're linked to. Again, I haven't really watched much of this guy. I've seen a lot of people mentioning him, but he just seems to be another flavor of the month. I won't be surprised.
No. He's very, very tidy, bro.
Nice, very, very technical on the ball. That's what you call tech, natural ability, bro. You know what I'm saying? He looked good the other day. Let's see what happens with him as well. That Fofana guy that was linked to last week, Liverpool, apparently they're looking at him now as well.
But Liverpool looking at everyone, bro. Like, this is gonna be a weird window. I don't think they do a lot of business in this window. But the names that they're being linked with, very, very impressive. You just need to see what Liverpool are doing. To be fair, Liverpool, I have to give them respect because it looks like they're trying to hold on to this trophy, innit? They're not trying to give up this trophy without, because a lot of teams, they win the league and look what Man City done. They won the league and then they didn't really invest, and then they ended up having to spend so much money in Jan because they almost got too complacent. Liverpool are showing this, and to be fair, Man United used to do it under Fergie. We used to win the league and then we used to go and sign that one of the best players in the league from someone else, bro. We never used to rest on our laurels and say, "Yeah, cool, we won the league. We don't need to sign no one." We always used to go out and do something anyway.
You lost the league and then you said, "Nah, fuck that. Let's go get RVP, man." You went and got RVP and he won you the league. You know what I'm saying? That's what you go. The recruitment's key, man. And that's why I always talk about it. Like, bro, when we last won the league, go remind yourself of who we bought. Yeah, drink water and these sort of guys. You just won the league and you go and buy drink water and these man. You know what I mean? It was a joke thing. So I wasn't surprised we finished 33 points behind Man City the season after, bro. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's key, man. Recruitment's key. We can't fuck it up this summer. We cannot fuck it up this summer, Rants, man. I can't be next year, like you're saying. You're right. We should be competing for the league next year, bro. Yeah. The next step up in this progression is competing, because we competed up until January. You can argue that we were up there till January, December, January times, and then we fell off a cliff, right? So these guys have at least shown that they can be consistent to an extent. Yeah, they can be consistent to an extent, and that's why for me, I'm not overly panicking right now. There's just a few things that we need to do. There's a few things we need to do. There's a few things that came out just to finish off on this last point. Yeah, Fabrizio contradicted himself. He came out saying, we're still looking at a goalkeeper. We're not looking at Maignan anymore. But then in the same breath, he was saying how we might still revisit Maignan at the end of the window or at some point in the window. Yeah. Chelsea don't want a goalkeeper, but we're still looking at goalkeepers. It's not adding up. They've said this.
But this is what you do. But this is what you do. Like when you've got a betting slip and you're not sure who's going to win, you bet for both teams to win, innit? That's what he's doing.
Bro.
He's saying they're not signing the keeper, but he's saying, but they might sign one. Do you know what I mean? So then he can go back and say, actually, I told you weren't going to sign one. Or I told you they were going to sign one. Bro, this is what man.
Bro, what it is, people need to ignore these briefings. I always tell them, go look at the actions of what they're doing. Don't listen to the words. Because every time they don't get a player, they spin it. Yeah? Clearly, they've got, I don't know who they've got in their PR team, but they've got some chief spinners in there. But you can't fool me, guy. I'm stupid. You know what I'm saying? I'm not stupid, bro. Yeah? They told us that, Kepa's good enough. He's not going to get sold. What happens? Poch watches him in one game. We get linked to all these keepers. We buy a new keeper, right? When we had Sanchez, they were saying, we're happy with this guy. We're bringing Jorgensen, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So for 3 years now, they've told us, we're not going to buy a new goalkeeper, but they've done the complete opposite. And right now, we literally saw them trying to get Maignan, right? They want a new goalkeeper. They definitely don't want Sanchez as a starting goalkeeper next season, bro. They don't want him in. You know what I mean? So, boy, that's how I'm kind of seeing it, man. But people, listen, I got blue diaries. I got a cut anyway.
That's what I'm saying. We're going to redirect the blue diaries, people. And this is a great comment from the Flamengo fan to end the show, bro. Chelsea's a team being built for the future. But, bro, it's like, what about now? You know them way there. What about now? That's why when I see my team looking at the Cunhas and the Bumos and that, we're building the team for now. We're not building the team for fucking 2030 when these man's contracts have 2 years left. You know what I mean? Now we're not doing all that. So Chelsea need to pull their finger out. They're in trouble.
Bro, I wish Quenda was coming this summer, man. Honestly, because this guy comfortably starts for us right now. Comfortably.
Yeah, bro. Just like Estaval, blood. You know them ones. Them two on the right hand side, bro. It's
hey, listen. You see one thing about Palmeiras, bro. These guys don't get the ball to him enough, bro. It's fucking annoying.
I hear it. Well, bro, listen. When Lavia and them man get the ball to him, I want to see what he does, innit?
Yeah, don't worry. You're gonna see. You're gonna learn. You know what I mean?
We shall see, people, innit? Like, I'm not optimistic, bro. I think it's gonna be one of them ones will be on loan in Spain by January.
Yeah, documented. This is a brilliant stream, bro.
I'll be on loan in Spain, bro. I'm telling you, Osasuna, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But, hey, the game is the game. Or was it Strasbourg? That's what you might do, the Strasbourg thing.
Kendry's guy there. Kendry Pies' guy in Strasbourg.
I hear that. Him and Kendry gonna have celebrations and that in January. You know what I mean? Them man are gonna be dancing by the corner flag when they're dunking on some fucking French farmers.
You better pray you don't fucking dunk on your team, because I'm showing you. Anyhow, at Old Trafford,
them man are gonna be dancing by the corner flag and that. Them Brazilians and that, bro. Yeah, bro. I can't wait. In front.
Say less, man.
I hear that, man.
You know what I mean? Because we've got some heritage when it comes to Brazilian players, you know. We've got some heritage, you know that. You know what I'm saying? Don't
Alex,
start
Alex,
listening
the
to him.
centre back. Who else, blood?
Ramirez, bro. Ramirez, yeah. David Luiz, you get me. Willian, yeah. Oscar for his little spell and that, you get me.
Oscar went China and that. Yeah, I hear that. I hear that, bro.
We've got some heritage here, bro. Some Brazilian heritage here, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I hear that.
Yeah. But yeah, let me cut.
Strasbourg thing. Listen, I big up everyone inside. Listen, get these lights up. Drop a Rants raid on Blue Diaries, bro. And I'll see you guys in